I wonder if that would if that would be I'm sure that would be a good thing for me.
I don't know if it's a good thing for me, but we're gonna find out.
That would be a good that would be a good thing. It's it, you know, my feet are a challenge. Um, Monday, 5:30 p.m., 5:31 p.m. So about 40 minutes later, Megan and I are wearing feeding masks still and watching Matilda. She just told me I am scheduled to film my show tomorrow at 6:30 p.m., which is what we're doing right now. This is very meta. I like doing that. I get to see my friend Mark, and I also get to pick out what I want to wear. Not all shows let you do that. Megan is nice. She usually gives me a script to memorize, but she didn't this time. I have no idea what tomorrow's show is going to be about, but I'll probably nail it. Yes, you are doing that. I always nail it. Hashtag nailed it.
Wait a
XOXO
minute,
Panda.
I just realized what the show is about. You're reading the blog.
I'm gonna. Well, we're yeah, but I'm also asking you follow-up questions to
Oh,
flesh out the details of your blog.
yeah, okay. All right. So keep going. We got this.
So a couple minutes later, you wrote at 5:37 p.m. yesterday, Monday. I want a flying doll. I'm going to put it on my Christmas list. A flying doll. Where did you see that?
Oh, yeah, that was in the movie Matilda that we were watching.
Oh, yes. Okay.
A flying doll comes up, and then a man has a spear in his hand, and he goes, and the spear goes into the wall, and then he tries to reach it, and he's jumping, and it's too high up, so he keeps missing it a little bit, and then Matilda again thinks really hard, like with the Wi-Fi, she thinks really hard, and then the two chocolates go up out of the thing, and then she grabs them and gives one to the teacher, and one is for her.
Matilda saves the day. Or that
No,
moment.
there was just a fly. Oh, because the teacher wanted the doll, and so she had to do to the doll, and then she did the chocolates at the end as a bonus.
So you're going to put that, is that the only thing on your Christmas list at the moment so far? Still a few months to go till Christmas. Flying doll.
I try to make wise choices for that.
Yeah. Prudent.
You gotta think big. Flying doll is cool.
I like, well, flying doll would be a big thing.
Yeah. And I kind of want one of those like dolls that you can see things and then they talk to you and tell you what to do. You turn it and then it goes, not today.
Oh, the magic 8 ball.
Yeah.
Did you ever you've not? Yeah, those I had one of those once.
So cool. You're very lucky.
I don't know that it was like it was an antique. It was like it had been in my family for a long time. Like it had been my mom's growing up or something, or it had been around the house or something. No one knew whose it was, so maybe it really was magical. Because it was something that was just there at my grandparents' house. This magic, but it was a magic 8 ball. And the answer would come floating up to the surface. Looking at it like you demonstrated. Monday, 7 p.m. It's almost my bedtime. We took our feeding masks off a long time ago, and Megan told me to go get socks for both of us. I went into her bedroom, and I got distracted by these rolls we got at the grocery store. I was excited to try them. They are not real bread. So I put them in the toaster oven, and then they caught on fire. I waited until the flames went away and then tried one. It was awful. So I threw the bag of bread rolls away. Then I found this other bread I liked that we got, and I put slices of it in the toaster oven, and they didn't catch on fire. I put butter on them and ate them and made coffee. And then Megan came in and said, "Hey, where are the socks?" And I said, "Oops, sorry, I forgot." Because I did forget. I had already put my own socks on, and then I saw the bread and I was hungry. Megan has socks now too, and she's telling me, don't drink coffee before bed, but it tastes good, and I put honey in it, so I'm drinking it and wearing socks, and this has been such a fun day. That was a lot that happened at the very end. So how did you put the fire out in the toaster oven?
It says on the door, if a fire starts, leave the door shut and just wait. Like you have to turn.
It cuts off the air to it, and it just cuts the air to it off, and the fire goes out.
It was very scary.
Yeah, I bet. Indoor fires are always a little scary. Outdoor fires are too, but there's something special about an indoor fire, especially in a place that's not a fireplace or a wood stove.
Yeah.
You know, I had a wood stove in a previous place I lived.
I'm not allowed to light matches.
Those were exhausting. It was exhausting, the wood stove, because if you're not living in a very well insulated building, and I was not, the moment the fire goes down or out in the wood stove, it needs to be, it really needs to keep going. So if you wake up at, you can wake up at 2:30 or 3 o'clock in the morning, have it be freezing, and you have to get up and go and restart the fire in your freezing house, because if you live in one that is not well insulated.
I just wouldn't get up. I wouldn't get up. I wouldn't get out of bed. I would just die in there.
So I had that experience. So wood stoves are they're fun in theory, but in reality they're kind of exhausting. Unless you know what you're doing. I didn't. So sometimes I would have to go outside and get wood in the cold because I was not prepared, because I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, that's how we learn. We learn by doing.
This pick of Paganini, it hangs beside my bed, and every night I close the door, like Paganini says. Paganini tells me stories and sings me songs to sleep. Paganini holds me tightly if I ever start to weep. Paganini has a dollhouse. He says that I can play, but when I try, Paganini sighs and says, "Oh, not today." Paganini is a nightmare, and yet we still are friends. 'Cause he's in my room, your car goes vroom, and that's how this poem ends. Okay.
Thank you so much for reading my blog.
Thank you for writing it and sharing it.
Yeah.
And we will put the
poem that I made up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. I like the pick of Paganini very much. It was very very poetic, very resonant.
Yeah. We should hang out again this week and do another show. I like doing.
Let's do another show.
Well, it was exciting showing up tonight because I didn't know what we were going to do, and then I didn't even realize that my blog was the show, and that
Your
just
blog
makes
is the
me
show.
feel overwhelmed and grateful and thankful and very special and famous.
Mm-hmm.
And I thank you.
Thank you, Panda.
Okay. Good night.
Okay.
Night.
Sleep good.
Thank you.
Well, it's now Christmas Eve 2021. Since the time that we recorded this episode that you're watching right now, Panda's done 10 full weeks of Panda's blog, or Panda's Corner, whichever you want to call it, on the Meghan-Jenkins.com magazine, the website that she's been contributing to. Panda has. It's probably the most popular feature on the site for the last couple months. Panda's daily thoughts and adventures and experiences, her ups and downs, her lives and loves. So 50 days, 50 entries, 5 days a week for 10 weeks so far. So check that out. The thing that couple things that moved me from our conversation back there in the episode that you're watching right now is the when she thanked me for having read the first day online here. She said it made her feel famous. Um, Panda knows that with fame comes a chance to touch as many people as possible and communicate a positive message, which I think is the only thing that Panda wants to do. And as someone, you know, fame makes the whole world feel like a small town. And as someone who has been famous in a small town, I know that that's true. You can reach a lot more people than you realize. Um, and the other thing that moved me in our conversation was when I realized that, you know, she'd had the experience of having to escape from difficult situations physically. As someone who has had to escape from difficult situations physically myself, that kind of caught me unawares. And you can see that I almost got a little choked up. Panda's more resilient than people may think at first blush, but Meghan and I try to keep her safe and aware of life's difficulties, but not life's enemies.